From Careco TV, one of the longest running outdoor programs on television today. Exploring the country and the coast in search of adventures. From the mountains of the great Northwest to the shores of the Atlantic Ocean. This is Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin. This week on Americana Outdoors, it's championship time at the BoatUS Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship, presented by Bass Pro Shops. All season long, college teams across the nation have competed in regular season events to earn the opportunity to converge here at Lake Hartwell, including the Bass Pro Shops Big Bass Bash presented by Berkeley, the AFTCO Collegiate Bass Open, and the Pickwick Slam presented by Evolution Fishing. Now 400 of the nation's top collegiate anglers are going out in search of the 5 best bites that could help them bring home the national championship title. Anglers will compete for 2 days in this no-entry fee event that's set to pay out over $30,000 in prizes and contingencies, and will award the Bass Pro Shop School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia. The University of Montevallo enters the year-end championship with a chance to achieve college bass fishing history. If they claim this year's School of the Year title, Montevallo will become the first team to ever win the title 3 times. On day 1 of the championship, Lake Hartwell showed out and produced plenty of limits for our anglers. Tucker Smith and Hayden Marbett weighed in a 5 bass limit for 21.06 pounds and clinched the day 1 lead. Drake Hemby and Ewing Minor claimed second place with 19.46 pounds, and Kai Barnett and Tucker Semenak rounded out the top 3 with just over 17 pounds. Here's a look at the top 10 standings for day 1 of the BoatUS Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship, presented by Bass Pro Shops. All right, now we're jumping straight into day 2 of championship coverage, starting with day 1 leaders Tucker Smith and Hayden Marbett.
There's one. I got one.
A lot of fish around, a lot of quality, but we just got to be able to get our baits in front of them. It's really bumpy out here, so we'll see what we can make happen. Already seeing a few fish on the grass. You want me to scoop them?
No. Big one. Be a bass.
Not a terrible one.
No.
Over on the leader boat, Tucker and Hayden are hooked up with their 3rd keeper of the day.
It's a better one. It's one of the right ones. 278. It's pretty windy out here. We got waves coming over the front deck and stuff. It's definitely not ideal for this bite, and it's definitely not helping. But here in a minute, we're gonna make a move and go fish one of our secondary patterns we've got and try to make it happen down there. I got a good one. Hey, Tucker, get the net.
Got one?
Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
As Hayden boxed up the team's 4th fish, Tucker set the hook on the team's 5th and limit-filling bass.
It's nice to have 5, but I just know we need five big ones, so we're gonna keep trying to cull them out and see what happens. It's
windy. I don't know if we're gonna stay here super long because I don't want the trolling motor batteries to die, but we'll see how it goes here in a few minutes.
As we head to break, let's learn about Lake Hartwell and why it's largely considered one of the best tournament fisheries in the nation.
It's a large fishery and it manages large tournaments well. Anglers can fish here. We've got shallow water, we've got a little grass, we've got rivers, we've got deep clear water. So an angler can fish his particular strengths and styles here. And with the lake being so large, you can spread out. Anglers don't tend to fish on top of one another. The lake's very versatile that way, but those are two really key components to fishing successfully here.
We'll return to the water in just a moment, but in the meantime, take this opportunity to subscribe to our Americana Outdoors YouTube channel. Welcome back to coverage of the BoatUS Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship, presented by Bass Pro Shops. Now, at the conclusion of weigh-in today, a new national champion will be crowned, and one school will be awarded the Bass Pro Shops School of the Year, presented by Abu Garcia. Let's get back on the water.
I don't think he's huge.
I don't really care.
Ain't bad. Working. So.
That was pretty miserable, but.
Huh? A little one. Feeling good about it. Quality's not as good, but it's nice to have 3 in the box for sure.
Got him.
Oh God. There's another one trying to get it from him. That's a better one right there.
He freaking ate it too good.
On the other side of Lake Hartwell, Hayden Marbett and Tucker Smith are looking to comb. As the Day 1 leaders slowly upgrade their limit, Drake Hemby and Ewing Minor will need a quality bag to have a chance at the championship title.
Get him over here. Over here. Just bring him to this side, that'll be easier.
Oh. Here, I'll take care of it. I got it. Okay.
And that makes 5 for Drake Hemby and Ewing Minor. Now it's time to head back to Green Pond Landing for the final weigh-in.
Boom, we got one over 20 pounds. We got a 20.89, fellas, 20.89.
Tyler Campbell and Parker Guy from Emmanuel College have taken the early lead and set the bar high for the rest of the field.
Carson Newman University, Drake and Ewing, they got 1946 yesterday, and they're bringing us 5 bass today. They're looking for 1305. We're greater than 1305. We're at 14.51, 14.51.
Drake Hemby and Ewing Minor have taken the lead with a 2-day total of 33.47 pounds, leaving the Day 1 leaders from Auburn University needing just over 12 pounds to secure the victory.
14.18 pounds, 14.18 pounds. Get it, fellas.
Tucker Smith and Hayden Marbett from Auburn University win the BoatUS Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship, presented by Bass Pro Shops. Here's a look at the rest of the top 10 standings.
I feel awesome. I can't believe it. Can't believe it.
It's crazy. It's a dream come true.
We're able to win a high school national championship. We've always wanted to win a college national championship, and we finally got it done. So still hasn't set in yet, but I'm sure it will eventually.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. It's an unbelievable experience to do something like this, and we really appreciate y'all.
After finalizing the event standings and handing out prizes, the ACA announced the University of Montevallo as this year's Bass Pro Shop School of the Year, making them the first school to ever win the title 3 times.
Yeah, so we just finished up school of the year. We came out champions 3 in a row. Feels really good. A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication goes into this, and Yeah, 1 was cool, 2 was cool, but 3 is something that's never been done before, so that was really special to us, and here's the road to 4.
Here's a look at the rest of the top 10 standings for the Bass Pro Shop School of the Year, presented by Abu Garcia. Well, that's a wrap on our coverage of the BoatUS Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship, presented by Bass Pro Shops at Lake Hartwell. Special thanks to Visit Anderson for hosting our event, as well as all of our series partners. All right, coming up, we're switching gears and heading down to Texas, where Wade Middleton will meet up with his good friends Jim Behnken and Chase Hucks for some exciting crappie fishing on Choke Canyon. We'll return to the water in just a moment, but in the meantime, take this opportunity to subscribe to our Americana Outdoors YouTube channel.
Crappie fishing is one of those styles of fishing that really appeals to anybody. You know, you've got high-end tournament fishing all the way down to retirees sitting on a dock somewhere drowning minnows, first kids out, guys, you know, fishing with jigs, whatever it may be. It's a very fun fish to, you know, get bites on. They're you know, light bites sometimes they're hard. You can catch them on minnows, catch them on jigs. Guys will fish around brush piles. You can catch them around grass at different times, or, you know, reeds when they're up spawning, you know, deep, shallow. Crappie just live in so many different depths depending on the time of the year. Choke Canyon is where we're at right now. We're down here with Choke Canyon Charters. Chase Hucks, who we filmed with before, he's really dialed into these fish. He understands the nomadic nature, for lack of a better word, of some of these crappie, and that's really important when you're talking about a guide. And when we've been able to come down here with Chase, it's always like early summer, I'd say late May. The fish are starting to set up in that 18 to 22 foot of water, and we'll generally get over those fish and use our live scope and absolutely pick them apart.
Here we go. Oh no! Yes, yes, yes,
Oh, yeah,
yes.
he's on there.
Yeah.
Look at that one.
Woo.
There we go.
Yes. Middleton. I knew there was a reason we brought you.
I'll start strong. And then
Love
fade,
it.
Maybe. That is so fun. There's nothing better than that thump.
This is how fishing ought to be. 3 buddies hanging out, catching them like that. Like that. Oh, God.
Oh, man, look at that
my
one.
goodness.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, Wade.
Right there. Well, that's a good one, Jim.
I talk the smack and I back it up.
But you delivered that time.
That time.
Oh, I'm jinxed now. Probably won't get another bite.
The best thing about this kind of fishing for us is it's pretty simple. You've got 2 options. You're gonna take a minnow, we'll put them in our Angle live bait coolers. We're gonna use braided line for our main line with a leader, 6, 8, 10 pound fluorocarbon. In my case, I like Sunline Sniper. We get right over those brush piles, and then we just kind of pitch it out in front of them. And when you're pitching out in front of brush piles with live scope, everything looks alive when you're around the right brush pile.
Uh-oh, this ain't no crappie.
That's how my last one fought.
Well, this ain't no crappie. Yeah, I don't think that's a crappie. I got a good one. I'm calling this a good one.
You're calling it ahead of time. Good one.
Gasper Goo,
Here,
freshwater
film this one. Don't
drum.
film that one. Look, this is the more important one here.
Oh,
There you go.
God, stop. Yeah, but mine weighs more. But you know what? We had fun on both of them.
Yeah, we did.
Got to watch them eat it. Little live scope action. Woo! Gotta love it. We'll put him out there.
Oh, I'll put mine in the cooler.
Yeah, you put yours in the cooler. You put yours in the important place.
That's one big fish down there.
Uh-oh. Speaking of that,
You can see him coming up. It's
Yeah,
a pretty
it's-
good one.
you look
Whatever
at that
caught,
screen,
You can
yeah.
watch it coming up.
yeah, I hope it's crappie.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
If that's a crappie, it's a 2.5 pound.
Oh, it
Holy
is.
cow, look at
God,
the size
man.
of that thing. Holy cow, Jim, that's a giant.
God.
Wow.
That's
Oh.
a good one.
Gotta like that. Oh, my tummy likes that. Ooh.
That's a giant one. He's caught 2.
I can't believe how excited I get. This is way better than bass fishing. I'm
If
telling
you don't get excited
this
doing
is way better
something's
than
wrong.
bass fishing. Look, I've got $70 invested in my rod and reel,
There, you got my jerk.
a hook, and a split shot. I'm a poor charity worker. I have no money.
Poor charity.
I get invited fishing and get to take fish home. Doesn't get any better.
As we head to break, let's take a moment to learn about Wade's longtime friend and fishing buddy, Jim, and his involvement with Cast for Kids.
I love fishing, obviously. My work is fishing. I work for the Cast for Kids Foundation, and we take special needs and disabled children fishing. Every Saturday and Sunday at the Cast for Kids events, man, I'm another 10-year-old kid, man. I'm out there with them, cheering them on, having fun with them. I love being around the children with special needs. Kids are not as innocent, as far into life as they should be, in my opinion. You know, when you're around a little child with autism or with Down syndrome or cerebral palsy, they're truly innocent. And the innocence, it swells your heart, man. It makes you feel good, you know. The goal of the foundation, we've been around for 32 years now. Our goal has always been simply to not only bless the lives of children with special needs, but get families together in the outdoors, get more people out fishing. We live in a country that's got a lot of outdoor opportunities, and we're not taking advantage of it like we should, I think, you know, so that's what we're trying to do.
We'll return to the water in just a moment, but in the meantime, take this opportunity to subscribe to our Americana Outdoors YouTube channel. During our time on the water catching crappie after crappie, we've seen just how important LiveScope is to the everyday angler. One thing we love about LiveScope is the advantage it can give you over everyone else on the water.
Well, you couldn't make the cast over and over we're doing without it.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
And you couldn't have guys behind us saying caught a fish.
And it really helps with confidence because you can see them down there.
Yep. Fish harder, fish smarter.
Yeah. It's slower.
Well, and you think about it, like they can sit there and watch us. They're 80 yards away. But can they find the exact pile? No, probably not.
Probably.
This is like 3 times they've had doubles and I can't get the triple. Oh!
You get you one?
He's got
yes, we finally got our triple.
Hold it up, there's just a picture.
Yes!
The neat thing about the LV34 on the Garmin LightScope is you'll be able to pick apart to see the little weight in your minnow as it's going down. You'll actually see the bubbles coming off your line as it's dropping straight down or penduluming in towards the brush pile. And then as it gets over the brush pile, things start happening. You're gonna see fish start darting in, coming up, and you'll feel the bites, but you can also see the bite when it comes to LiveScope.
Back on. Oh, look at that. That's so cool watching it come up, man. Never get tired of looking at that.
Nope. Just because we never had
get tired of looking at that.
This is about as fun as it can get. We're using a little jig.
Looks like fun, boys.
Using a minnow. They just bite. I'm good. I'm gonna watch.
Although it's not often that we see Wade put his rod and reel down before everyone else, it didn't stop him from still having fun with Garmin LiveScope.
You can see the brush pile around him. Look, there's the line. You could just see his line. That's somebody's fishing line where they're casting out in front of the boat. See the bait falling down? See it going down? It's going to come right across these 4 fish right here. What you're seeing is the boat rocking back and forth with the transducer. There's somebody's bait right out here. They're about 8 feet in front of the boat. You can see the line all the way up where they're at the front of the bow of the boat. They're right in the edge of the brush pile. That's got to be Chase.
It's got to be Chase if he's in the brush pile hung up.
They're using really little bitty split shot and a tiny minnow. They don't have a lot of weight in there. It's just kind of drifting, letting that minnow swing. Oh, somebody got one. That was Jim. You can see that go down. You can see his line stretch.
Look at that one.
Jim came through in the clutch.
You can see the fire. You know, sitting back there, I had redirected the live feed for the for LiveScope back to the back, and I was actually able to really commentate on the mistakes and the successes that Jim and Chase are having up there. And that's a really neat thing to be able to do as a fisherman is sit down, watch, and see what's really going on. See how the fish are reacting, see what they're feeling. I can see things before, they are, because they're kind of looking around as a fisherman will, maybe not paying as much attention to the screen. So I'm literally commentating play by play, the misses and the hookups. Whoever just threw in had one just come up and eat it. You just pulled your bait. Who just pulled your bait?
I just pulled mine up.
That was you then. Oh, y'all are side by side right now.
Yeah.
About 5 feet apart. Good fish. Coming up. Nice one. Oh, that's a good one. There's a gar after it. Or something, or a bass.
Yeah, bass probably.
Yeah, there's a bass. You could tell that was a much bigger one.
I'm all excited.
Jim. What do you have going on here? Stop moving. Stop moving.
What?
I don't know. You got
cobwebs. I'm so old. I grow cobwebs. got cobwebs on me, I'm so old, oh my gosh. I mean, I'm 62 years old, man. That's what life's all about anymore, man. Time with friends. I'm not competitive anymore. Well, the TV show may show differently, but I'm normally not very competitive anymore. I just love laughing and having a good time, and I think the show's gonna show that. We had a good time out there. We cut up, we laughed. To me, that's what life's all about.
And on that note, that's a wrap on our day of crappie fishing. As you can see, it doesn't take much to have a successful crappie trip. Grab your minnows, grab a live bait angle cooler and keep them lively. Grab your favorite fishing line. Make the most of Garmin LiveScope to get on those fish. And above all, take your best buddies along and have the time of your lives. Hey, thank you for watching, and join us next week on a new episode of Americana Outdoors. Americana Outdoors is a Careco TV production.